Hello and welcome. In this video, we're going to take a look at the grading for this course. And so continuing on with our overview, taking a look at specific assignments and how they're going to be graded. And so again, if you take a look at the Canvas module front page, you can see a whole list of assignments, but it basically breaks down like this. We're going to have some introductory activities during the first week of the class. To be able to learn about the class and be able to learn about our classmates a little bit. We're going to have a couple of short essays and group discussions, as well as a oral public position, public comment presentation. Each one of those is going to be worth 5%. So two essays worth 5% for 10%, two discussions at 5% each for 10%, and then an oral public comment. These are going to be based on videos or topics that we're presenting throughout the course. And those are going to be kind of relatively common between all of the students in the class. So you're all going to be responding to the same prompts, even if you're not doing a group discussion. And in addition to that, we're going to have a personal ethical philosophy paper that is basically looking at what is it that you've learned from the first third of the course, where we're taking a look at the different ethical systems. And then a final advocacy project, which is going to be three different assignments. And I'll give you a little bit more information about that further on within this video. But that final advocacy project, because I think it's important to apply the concept we're applying in this class, it is going to be worth 40% of your total grade. And for that, you are going to choose a health science topic that is interesting to you. And so this is going to be relatively unique to each individual, and it will culminate in an essay that will be shared with your classmates at the end of the semester, so that they can learn from your research and you can receive some feedback from them. And then finally, at 10%, a self-reflection paper that really thinks about what is it that you've learned within this course and how you're going to take this information and apply it going forward in your personal and professional lives. So in terms of those introductory activities for the first week of the class, and I should say all of these assignments are going to have additional information as we get closer to it. But the introductory activities, the first one is getting to know your classmates. And so you will record a short video on Canvas or record it on a device and upload it to Canvas. Include a text description of what you've said in the video in the introduction to basically let your classmates know about you a little bit. And then the other part of that is commenting on other students, so responding to the comments they've made. Now, this assignment is important for two reasons. The first is that I think it's important that we start to learn about each other because we are going to be interacting with each other throughout this course. The other thing is that it's going to teach you how to record video within Canvas, or at least upload a video recording yourself, because we're going to have a couple assignments later on in the course where you're going to need to be able to do that. And then finally, we're going to have a "What is this course about?" question, where I'm going to ask you to watch these videos that you're watching right now, and I'm recording right now, and you're going to watch in the future, to make sure that you understand what are the important concepts of the course, and give you a very clear, very early opportunity to ask questions about the course, so I can clarify that as we're just getting started in the semester. Please keep in mind that I am here to support your success throughout the semester, so please reach out to me if you have any questions or concerns. In terms of essays, the essays are going to be worth 5 points each. The entire semester is going to be worth 100 points total. And so the essays are going to be worth 10% of your final grade. Two of those will be assigned throughout the semester, usually about 500 to 750 words. And what I'm going to be looking at, and again, there is a rubric available, needs to be substantive, focused, and timely. So basically, provide your viewpoint and then provide the evidence that support it. The ideal way of doing the essays would be to upload the file to Canvas by the deadline. If you do that, I can leave you comments directly in Canvas. The alternative is to enter it into the text box in Canvas. If you do that, I have to leave comments in the comments section of the Canvas assignment, and so they're not necessarily directly related to the topic. I can put comments specifically on your document if you upload it, but I can't do that if you enter it in the text box. In terms of what I'm looking at in terms of academic honesty, I'm looking for you to use your own words to express your own thoughts. And so support it with evidence, but avoid using long, direct quotes. Long, direct quotes are often used in other disciplines. Within the sciences, we try to get around using that. We don't want to do that because we're really looking at, can you express yourself in your own words, in your own thoughts? Now, in terms of artificial intelligence, it's a new concept. We really didn't have to worry about 3 or 4 years ago. This is relatively recent. And so looking at acceptable and unacceptable uses of artificial intelligence, and I freely admit, I use AI occasionally in aspects of brainstorming and initial research. So if I'm stuck on a concept, I'll type in a few prompts into AI to try to get myself unstuck. And so I think that's an appropriate use. So it's fine for brainstorming. It's fine for initial research. But please be aware, the AI does hallucinate. There's good evidence that the AI systems have biases based on the training materials that they've used. And so if you're using it for brainstorming and initial research, please confirm, double check the output to make sure that it is accurate. I've done initial research, and about 2/3 of the URLs that I've asked it to give me to support the points that it's making are false. They've been fabricated. They've been made up. And so, yeah, it's great that I got that initial research done, but the supporting information isn't there. And so I need to go through and do additional research to find the supporting information to be able to provide it to back up the research that is being done. Now, if you do use AI in any form, I'm asking that you document the use of AI. And so basically say I used AI for initial brainstorming or for the initial research for this assignment or something like that. What's not acceptable in using AI is using AI to complete the assignment for you or letting the AI create your work. And so the way that I try to describe this is for you to ask the question, try to get out of the way, is the AI, is the artificial intelligence acting as an assistant, or is the artificial intelligence doing the work? It is fine to use it as an assistant, but it's not fine to use it to do the work for you. And so appropriate use is brainstorming and initial research as long as you double check and document. Not acceptable to use the AI to do the work for you. There will be group discussions in which you will be in a small group, usually about 4, potentially 5 students, when you'll be responding to the prompt and going back and hopefully having a conversation in this asynchronous format. Now, similar to the essays, the discussions are worth 5 points. 2 of those will be assigned, and similar to the expectations for the essays, I'm going to be looking for substantive, focused, and timely response that you are supporting your viewpoint with evidence of some type. And again, the slide is incorrect. I changed it from 5 to 3, and so it should be 3 comments are required for the essay. And again, there'll be a video for that will describe the discussions in more detail. Now, in terms of discussions, through a certain point, the essays, I'm looking for focused responses with evidence. And so if it's in a discussion, have a discussion with it. I agree with what you said as it applies to topic 1, but I think we also need to consider the theory of topic 2. We don't have a textbook this semester covered in the readings. When you apply topic 2, it causes us to come an appropriate response. So basically, be clear, be concise, and provide evidence to support your viewpoint. Ideally, try to avoid the unfocused response where you're just kind of going on and on and on, and it's unclear as to what it is that you're supporting. It's unclear what it is, what your position is on the topic. And so try to be clear and concise, and don't give a soliloquy. Give an opportunity for your classmates to respond to your comments within the discussion. For the public comment presentation, and I've modified this a little bit, so there'll be one public comment based on a prompt that I give you and one public comment that is going to be a part of the final advocacy project. In that public comment, you're going to speak in support or against a topic. And I'll give you the topic in one. You'll choose the topic for the final advocacy project. For that, you're going to give a 1.5 to 2.5 minute recorded presentation, and I'll provide you with instructions how to record it directly into Canvas, or you can record it on another device like your phone and upload that file to Canvas. There's going to be a personal ethical philosophy paper worth 15% of your final grade. And again, like all the other assignments in the class, no right or wrong answers. I'm looking for your ability to support your position. And so in that personal ethical philosophy paper, I'm going to ask what ethical frameworks match with your viewpoints. What ethical frameworks would you not consider? There's some great ethical systems that I don't agree with, and that's fine. It works for other people. It just doesn't work for me. I've got my own ethical framework that I use. And then, again, relating to this into the applied ethics concept, how does your ethical framework apply to your personal and career goals? So as alluded to previously, we will have a final project, a final advocacy project worth 40% of your final grade. This will include an op-ed essay, so basically an opinion essay in a draft form and a final form, that final form of which will be shared with your classmates. A letter to an elected representative related to the topic of your op-ed essay, and then finally a public comment, again, on the same topic that is related to the op-ed essay and your letter to the elected representative. At the end of the semester, you'll be asked to comment on other students' op-ed papers while those other students are commenting and providing feedback for your essay. In terms of grading for this course, relatively straightforward percentage-wise, but basically keep in mind that I'm providing you with instructions, I'm providing you with the grading rubrics, providing you with flexible deadlines, and the ability to submit assignments late for partial credit. And so my goal is that everybody in this class gets a C or higher. Ideally, I would love to see everybody getting a B or higher within this class, and I don't think it's unreasonable. I think you should be able to get this if you put the effort in and you do the assignments and submit them. You should be able to get a decent grade. Ideally, nothing in this red zone kind of down here because you have the opportunity to make up missed assignments and things like that. And so the goal is to, get you thinking about this topic, but also to let you earn a good solid grade within this class. Again, you can check your grades on Canvas with the grade tab. There it is over here. You can click on the Canvas grade tabs and it will show you your assignments. Ultimately, at the end of the semester, all of your assignments are going to add up to 100 points, so you can figure out very easily, what you need to do on the remaining assignments to get to the percentage you want in the semester. And ideally, you're going to be up there in that A high, the A minus B range as you're doing your assignments. Okay, so as always, if you got any questions in the course, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. I am here to support your success this semester, but you need to meet me halfway. You need to let me know if you have questions or concerns in the course. Thank you, and have a great day.